they've come from this team that was sloppy and all this stuff, and now they had great matches. They've had great matches this past year, which is insane when you think about it. Dad, go ahead.
I was going to have to go with author's opinion also, and
Okay.
I think basically the key point for them is that not only with the program they have with WWE and NXT, but you're getting the mentoring from Paul Ellering,
Yes.
who has been in that position, has brought up a tag team and made them super popular and super historic, that if you just say his name, and right away Road Warriors come to mind.
True.
So, I mean, he's been so successful in that, given the guidance and the pointers from him, it's just going to make Authors of Pain that much better in the future.
I have a question for both of you. There's a lot of rumor that Authors of Pain might be coming up to the main roster. How do you feel about that Authors of Pain coming to the main roster?
Personally, I think it's a little too soon, because if they bring up to the main roster and Paul is with them, the first thing people are going to say, oh, it's a wannabe Road Warriors tag team. And I don't want that, because they are so different from the Road Warriors.
But aren't like the Bludgeon Brothers almost like the Road Warrior-esque team right now?
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Sal, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's too soon. We don't want to see another Connor and Victor situation happen.
True.
Where they did fantastic at NXT and then now they're nothing.
Problem is, I think that would be a situation like the Street Profits in NXT. There's a gimmick I don't think would work in the WWE roster, but works great in Full Sail. You know what I mean? That's a fantastic gimmick in Full Sail. If you don't know who the Street Profits, they've never been on a takeover show yet, but they are pretty much, their whole gimmick is they come out, they dance with the fans, they clank solo cups, and then they win their matches, and then they leave to the crowd. That's their gimmick. That's it. That's their whole gimmick, and the music's amazing, and that's it. The matches are maybe 5 minutes, and the crowd loves it. That's their whole gimmick, and that would never work on the WWE roster. It's not like Adam Rose. It would never work on the main roster.
Let me throw this question out. Do you think Insanity is going to get called up before...
There is no Insanity. It's just Sanity.
Sanity before Authors of Pain?
I think so. I think with the Eric Young help, and they've already had Killian Dane on the main roster before.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Killian Dane was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal back at Mania?
I believe,
I could have sworn he was.
I believe so.
Yeah, I remember that.
If Sanity gets brought up...
If Eric Young is on WWE roster next year, it'd be amazing.
Think about it. If they have a program with the Usos, think about it.
Well, I had a thought.
Okay, go ahead.
Eric Young just got a new Discovery show.
Oh, is this before?
This is a new show. Brand new show he's starting soon.
This is separate from the one he did before.
This is a brand new show he's doing.
Okay.
He got a new Discovery show, so maybe they'll bring him up because he's going to be on TV now. They can bring him up and promote his show.
Well, there you go.
I didn't thought about that. I just thought about that.
There's the other
That
plus.
literally broke in the last week. I completely forgot about
There's
that.
the other plus.
So, okay, let's move on. MVP, WWE. Go. Sal.
Jinder Mahal. No, just kidding. Honestly, I'm going to say The Miz.
You know what's funny? I have him down as a co-thing with AJ. AJ Styles / The Miz on my sheet. The Miz has been amazing. You guys, Sal, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's been fantastic. He was a great champion. He was everywhere. I mean, he's always doing, all these things outside of, Raw. Meeting up with fans and charity work and he's always doing everything.
He's funny on Total Divas. He's really funny on that show. Like, he stands out on that show for me. He's hysterical. He's putting up with Maurice's bullshit on that show, and it's amazing to watch him. Then again, he's also a reality TV guy, so that makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense for him to be on that show.
Yeah.
So I like the choice of The Miz. It's actually, I have no problem with that. I agree with you, because he's one of the reasons in the background on Storyline World, he got the Shield back together. I think people forget that. It's him in his storyline. Yeah. The Shield got back together. So that says something about where you are in storyline when that happens. Dad, your thoughts?
I have to go with two. They're tied. And
Go for it.
Of course, it's going to be John Cena.
Of course.
Only because if you've seen the video with people thanking him and he has no idea these are there.
That was a great video,
and he gets very emotional. That's it. And the other one I would think that basically may get overlooked is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, MVP. Okay, interesting. Why Shinsuke?
Only because of what he's done through NXT, and he's brought that same charisma to the main roster. And if you look at his entrance and the way he comes in, he has all these people mesmerized, and they're humming his theme song.
His song, by the way, his entrance is amazing in person. I want to throw that out there. Absolutely amazing in person.
For him to be that charismatic, not only from NXT, but carried over into the main roster, to me, I think it says a lot for his, not only the character, but if you also look at the people he's wrestled, I think he's made a vast improvement.
Keep in mind, at one time this year, John Cena and Nakamura did happen. I just want to make it on the table. That match did happen this year. It's crazy when you think about it. Of all the craziness that's happened this year. Okay, NXT MVP. Sal.
I said Bobby Roode.
Ooh, interesting.
I said Bobby Roode because of the fact that his, with his glorious character.
Glorious.
Fantastic. I mean, it was something that they needed after all the call-ups. They needed that one person to stand out, and that was Bobby Roode.
Yeah, you know what? I like that idea. Okay, Dad, go ahead.
I'd have to go with Drew McIntyre.
I'm agreeing with you.
Only because I think, I think probably sooner than later he's going to get called up to the main roster again. And once he recovers from his injury, I think you're going to see a different Drew McIntyre than you've had previously.
What I like about Drew McIntyre, and I have him down too as my MVP, but this is based on the weekly television show. I watch weekly television show, Sal does not. So I'm just going to throw that out there. The weekly TV show, on that show, Drew McIntyre was the star. He was the champion when he won that belt. And the good part about it was they told a story of him slowly making his way up the roster, slowly putting himself in the title picture. It wasn't like, if you go by the takeover, it looked like he had one title match and that was it, and all of a sudden he's champion. They slowly, all summer, just kind of slowly made it. We're going to get here. He won the title from Bobby Roode. Everyone went crazy. And then the shocker when it was Andre Cien almost beat him, which is a big shocker and a big surprise. Yeah. But it works because the storyline was fantastic between Drew McIntyre and Andre Cien Olmes and Zelina Vega. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to go with McIntyre. So there you go.
I would look at it that the program he's got now is different from his first run,
yes,
where everyone thought that.
What I like about the storyline is that they're saying, look, this run happened. They're not ignoring the first run, which I appreciate
right.
too.
And with the first run, though, it seemed like he got everything handed to him. With this program now, he's working for everything he's accomplished.
All right, let's bang through this last couple of things here. Non-WWE guys. I know Sal said he's going to have a hard time with this one, so he can drop out of this for a minute if he wishes to. Non-WWE male. I'm going to go with, because I watched the New Japan shows this year that happened in the U.S. back in June, and I'm going to go with Kenny Omega as the top wrestler in the non-WWE world. The tough one, because I'm including the British guys in here too, and I love Pete Dunne and all them, and I'll bring him up in a few minutes. But no, I'm going to go with Kenny Omega, who, by the way, will be, when people are hearing this, I already got permission to do this. Next week is Wrestle Kingdom 12. We're off that week on the show, and I will be watching Wrestle Kingdom 12 on the 5th. The day after it's over, I'll be watching it for $8. I'm watching it. So there you go. So, go ahead, Dad. Non-WWE male.
I'm going to have to go with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Cody.
Cody.
Nope.
Cody. No Rhodes. No Rhodes.
Kind of like Prince, Cody.
Just Cody. Okay. No, Prince is the Velveteen Dream. Go ahead, sorry.
So I would have to go with him only
Cody's
because
a good pick.
Because
Cody's had a hell of a year.
You got the division with the Bullet Club, so let's see where it goes.
What is your thoughts on the Bullet Club as a whole? Because the Bullet Club's weird. Because they're the biggest heel group in the world, but they're the most over faces in ROH.
But
I don't understand how that works.
The thing that keeps the Bullet Club...
And then the top solos and Hot Topic. I don't understand it. I don't know if it makes any sense.
So the reason why the Bullet Club stays relevant is you want to see the power struggle on who actually is the leader of the Bullet Club.
I like it.
And now with Stephen Amell kind of wrestling...
He just had a match. He had one match.
No, think about it. When he's down with Arrow, right? And he gets into
5 years?
matches...
Like 5 years?
No. You'd see him down the line in other matches and kind of look at it going, is he going to ever have a championship match? And it's like, yeah, I think he will, but it's going to take some time to do it.
So, okay, well, I'm going to go female wrestler. I'm going to go Toni Storm. She stuck out in the Mae Young Classic for me. She's an amazing wrestler, and she should have a WWE contract soon. I really want her. And I'm not going to leave out Piper Niven. She's absolutely incredible, too. I don't want to forget her. So go ahead, Dad. Female wrestler outside of WWE.
I'm going to have to go with Loco Stacey Shadows.
Oh, very nicely done. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll plug Sierra. Sierra has also been amazing this year. Her heel turn was one of the most unexpected things I've ever seen.
So people that are here locally will know what we're talking about. And if not, Brew City Wrestling, go to their site, look up the wrestlers, and you'll be amazed and watching their matches.
Yes. So that's that one. Okay, we got one of our guests that fell asleep in the studio. One of our guests that fell asleep. Okay, let's move on. We have favorite match of the year. Sal, go ahead.
My favorite match of the year, I chose as Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne for the UK Championship.
Damn you! You guys the same thing. I said the exact same thing at Takeover Chicago. What a phenomenal match this was. I had a hard time choosing because there was a lot of great matches this year.
Literally, my jaw was to the floor when I watched that match.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. One of the best matches I've seen in years. Not just this year, in years. And that's saying something because I saw a lot of good wrestling matches this year. That was unbelievably fantastic. Dad, outside of are you agreeing with us, or is there someone else you want to add on as best match of the year?
It doesn't have to be within WWE, correct?
Best wrestling match of the year.
Okay, this one's going to throw both you off because you're not expecting it. Okay, here. Brian Cage and the Mac at
Blizzard Brawl.
Blizzard Brawl.
Yes, that was great.
A phenomenal match. All their finishers, all their count out.
Match.
It was great, and I tell you what, that was the match that stole the night.
By the way, I want to know, for those who are wondering, if you didn't hear our Blizzard Brawl show earlier this month, we did have a break. We broke down Blizzard Brawl match by match. We were at Blizzard Brawl House of Hardcore, and they did not advertise Brian Cage versus the Mac. This was not an advertised match. They added it. It's a surprise match. And we were joking on when we did the review. We said there should have been an intermission. There should have been an intermission after this match because the crowd was burnt out. The crowd was burnt out. It was such a phenomenal match. The crowd was burnt out. They were tired.
But to see the two stars from Lucha Underground
just
come
their
out
style and put it in House of Hardcore.
And basically they had the match. They did both their finishers several times. Several countouts from two, into the ring, out of the ring, and it was just the crowd had them from the minute they walked into the ring until the end of the match.
All right, worst match of the year. I'm going to go with the match we saw in person at 205 Live that came out after SmackDown Live. This should not surprise anybody if you heard our SmackDown review that week. I'm going to go with Drew Gulak versus Grand Metalik, which was awful in person. Oh my God, I wanted to throw something at the ring. It was so fucking boring. Drew Gulak hitting a headlock is worse than when Randy Orton hits headlocks. Because at least Randy Orton has facial expressions. Drew Gulak looks at you like looks like he's stoned. I don't understand. And ironically, Randy Orton might be. That's the irony of that sentence. So I'm going to go Grand Metalik and Drew Gulak as the worst match of the year. Sal?
Enzo versus Big Cass.
Oh my God, I forgot that happened. Was that a pay-per-view match? That was a pay-per-view match. I completely forgot about that.
It was a pay-per-view match, yes.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. That was a thing that happened this year. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, nice call. God, Dad, worst match of the year.
I gotta agree with Sal.
That was awful. I forgot about that.
That was
so bad you forgot about it.
Exactly. That said a lot.
That was a match that should have been on like the preview or
pre-show. The pre-show. Even then, I wouldn't even watch on the pre-show. Could it be the match that, remember at WrestleMania, they did Neville versus Austin Aries and didn't even make the DVD? It was on the pre-show.
Yeah.
Make the DVD cut.
If I remember right, when they did that match, wasn't it soon after that Big Cass had that injury?
That was the match I think that he got hurt in. It was the match after that, and now we have to deal with Enzo as a single star.
I'm wondering, I'm kind of wondering if he kind of knew going in that he was somewhat injured and just went through the match.
I don't know.
And tried to make the best of
it. No,
because
he blew his knee out in the match against Enzo the next match. He blew his knee out.
So I mean,
so I don't know.
It looked like, how can I put it? They really didn't want to do the match.
No, I don't think anyone cared. It's going to be bad. Okay, top news story of the year. I'm going to go first because I have one that I sat and watched this. It was amazing. It's tough because it was a good year, and I'm going to go with the Mae Young Classic because that was one of the best tournaments I've seen in a while, and unexpectedly, you knew this was happening, and then when they released it, this is exciting. Then I watched it. And I didn't realize there were this many talented women wrestlers in the world. There's so many. I didn't expect they could fill up a tournament like this. And it was absolutely amazing. It was great for women's wrestling. And it was great for the business overall. Sal, go ahead.
I went with, only because it was such a shock, and even though we kind of
Oh, good.